What up, YouTube? Got another video for you today. This is on a Mykel Hawke Harrier. Let's take a look at it real quick. Pretty nicely centered there. Deployment pretty smooth. Overall length of this guy is 11.5 inches. Blade length is 5 1/4 inches there. They're using AUS-8, and this particular model has the black wash finish on there with the Mykel Hawke logo there. On the other side, they have China proudly printed right there behind the thumb stud there. They're using the mild G10 on this side, mild texture G10. And it is a liner lock I just showed you. The centering was nice. Lockup on this guy was at 40%, and now it's at 50% after it's fully broken in, so not too bad. No blade play in mine. Couple features. I'm just doing this video because I haven't really seen too many videos out there on this, and this knife is now popping up all over the place on sale on your like a lot of websites out there have this knife on sale. I believe they're in the process of discontinuing this. The smaller version, the Harrier Elite, is I don't know if it's being discontinued or they're dropping the price or overstocked on it, but that one's also on sale. I got this one right around 26 bucks shipped to my house, so that's probably the going rate on that. Like I said, this knife, the overall length of this knife is 11.5 inches, so it's a pretty big carry. The thickness of this blade is an 1/8 inch, excuse me, 3/16. Liners about an 1/8 inch or so, pretty thick liners, pretty heavy duty. Black wash finish is nice and even, looks pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this black wash finish. This black wash finish here looks like the same stuff that you're using on a lot of the combat ready stuff that you guys may have seen out there, which leads me to believe that maybe the company that's manufacturing the combat ready stuff is also doing Mykel Hawke's low end stuff. Mykel Hawke's high end stuff, I believe, is taken care of. I think Tops does his fixed blade, his high end fixed blade and whatnot. What I like and what I don't like about this knife. Well, let's talk about what I don't like about this knife first. They have fold out finger guard on this guy. These things are about the same thickness as the liner, about an 1/8 inch or so, and it's meant, I've heard Mykel Hawke in a video or somewhere on YouTube, I've heard him say something about if your hands are slippery in the mud or whatever, or let's say your hands are slippery and you want to keep a good purchase on the knife, this is going to keep your hands from sliding forward onto the blade. Yeah, it will. It just seems to be, it looked like it would hurt the hell out of me if I were going to use it. I think it's kind of a gimmick deal there. If you had some gloves, it would work pretty good as far as your hand pushing forward. But to tell you the truth, as many knives as I've come across and have seen, if your hand slipping beyond the choil onto the blade, cutting your finger was that big of an issue, you would see all kinds of these similar features all over the place, which leads me to believe it's kind of like a gimmick thing to kind of set this apart from other knives and designs that are out there. It doesn't need it, really. I think the knife in itself, how it stands, is it's a different design and a pretty decent design in my honest opinion, and it really didn't need these little flipper deals there. Black hardware throughout. Fit and finish on this, it's decent but not okay. My G10 scale's popping up above the liner here, but everything else seems to be fine. It's a sub $30 knife, so you're gonna find little things there most of the times. There's some companies that knock it out the park with a sub $30 knife and it's completely perfect. Spyderco with their smaller stuff, you're ambitious, and those are sub $30 knives or whatever, and those pretty much are perfect all the time. But then again, when you're getting a knife that's 11.5 inches, that's a lot of knife for under $30. So you're going to find stuff here and there. To me, not a big issue. I could simply take this over to my belt sander or take the scale off and kind of taper that back and get it perfect. But not all of us have that luxury. So like I said, black wash finish, pretty smooth. What else don't I like about the knife? Pretty much nothing else. I mean, just this little gimmick crap really really irritates the crap out of me, because you open it up and then now you've got this funky G10 cutout deal here. These things don't feel too great. It's just goofy to me. What I like about the knife, the blade shape. This blade shape is pretty cool, and it makes sense. You got yourself a drop point Tonto on this, hollow grind across, which some people may not like. I don't mind really. Would I've wanted a flat grind? you know, a flat grind there, yes, that would have been my my first choice. Another thing also is usually when you have a hollow grind, it comes right across here on your main cutting surface. On the Tonto, they flatten it out. Just makes life a little easier, I guess, during manufacturing. But they carry the hollow grind all the way through the point. So that's one little feature that I didn't really hear too many people talk about, and I wanted to bring that to your attention. But another thing is this recurve. I know a lot of you guys don't like the recurves because they're a pain in the ass to sharpen, but this recurve is really, it doesn't have that much of a belly. It's kind of like a slight belly, comes up here, and it's pretty straightforward. So there'll be a little bit of a learning curve sharpening it, but I think it's well worth it because with the recurve, one of the things that make that grind or that blade shape really useful and effective is when you go to cut from this side, because of the recurve, it draws material into the base, and you can get a better, you can really dig into whatever material you're cutting, and you're going to find that with this blade shape here. That's why a kukri is so effective as far as a chopping tool, because it draws that material in, and you see here it stops here and then it points back down. All that material is going to cruise right to here, slow down a little bit and pass through, and then right here is where you're going to get most of the work. So it'll be pretty effective there. The Tonto adds strength to the tip. So the blade shape, well thought out, pretty good, you know, pretty good. I love this black wash finish. It's pretty uniform, and it's really cool. At the peaks, it's a lot lighter. It gives a lot of depth, and I guess physical appeal to the blade. I mean, it really looks visually appealing as far as that. Minus the Mykel Hawke logo, but I understand it's Mykel Hawke's design. You got to put a logo on there. I would just rather do without the logo, plain Jane. But whatever. I was kind of hesitant on the fence to purchase this knife when it first came out because it was over $30. It was closer to $40, and because I couldn't get over this little flippy-do thing, and I just wasn't going to have it. One of my usual online websites kind of sent me an email saying, hey, we got these on sale, and for the price I got it, and because I shop there frequently, I got a free shipping discount, so I only paid like 26 bucks shipped to my house, so it was a really good deal. I felt like I couldn't pass it up, especially it gave me an opportunity to show you this, guys, and kind of let you know. So if you guys are seeing these little emails or whatever, or your normal websites do have them on sale, I kind of wanted to bring that information out there if you were on the fence on that. It's cool because it's under $30, so it's not that big of a financial commitment. If you don't like it, you know, you're only into it for under 30 bucks, and to me that's not bad. So but to tell you the truth, honestly, I purchased this just so I can redo the scales. I was going to go ahead and do the scales all the way here, eliminate that, and and to add a pocket clip, because if you guys haven't noticed already, there's no pocket clip on this. So I would definitely put a pocket clip on here. I know I'm all over the place, but another thing I really like about the knife is the ergos seem to work pretty nice. I mean, really good job on the ergos. Whether you have a mid-size hand or a large hand, it fits in. If you got really small hands, you may be able to squeeze those two in the choil there. It feels real comfortable right here. With my hands, I could set it back right here. I could utilize that 5.5-inch blade to do chopping tasks if need be. This would not be my primary knife. This would be kind of like, you know, to throw one of my, you know, if I have a bug out bag, it's sitting in my shop, something like that. It would be a secondary knife to handle bigger tasks. It would not be my primary knife, but like I said, I purchased it just so I could throw some new scales on it in a pocket clip to see what I could do to it, maybe alter the scales. So that was my main motive in purchasing this knife. Anyway, guys, there you go, Mykel Hawke Harrier. Harrier Elite is the smaller version on that, a little less expensive. These guys come, I believe, in 3 colors. Maybe I think an OD green, black, and maybe a brown, coyote brown. I think the blade does come in 4 configurations. There you have your plain edge and the satin and black wash, or maybe it's a bead blast. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it comes in the bead blast with the serrations right here on the lower half, and the black wash with the lower half. So serrations even at the base right there may not, I mean, that even enhances the cutting capabilities of this knife. If you do more rope cutting and stuff like that, or you know, processing wood or whatever, it may help you out even better. But like I said, for the price, not a bad deal. Thought I'd bring it to your attention. If you have any questions, post them below. Appreciate all the new subs, all the responses, all the likes. Really do appreciate it. You guys take it easy. Peace.